A feast of figs in the Malaysian jungle, wildlife at 7:30. Meanwhile, another day, another dawdle to school, and the size of Dusty's grapefruits. Oh.
Morning, Mr. McHugh.
Yasmin!
She hasn't given me the slip, then?
What do you mean the slip?
Well, I've come to personally escort her to school, haven't I? Delivered to the gates.
You're not a bad boy underneath it all, are you? Just don't like anyone to know it.
Well, I do try, you know.
Yasmin, come on, girl! She needs a little encouragement, but she won't take it from me. I expect you think I'm past it, and out of touch, too.
Ah, you're pretty cool for an old...
Cool. I say I'm cool. Yas!
Come in. Oh, you're right.
All right, I just come to give you a piggy back to school.
Oh, I'll hold you to that.
Hey, don't go messing up your school uniform before you even get there.
It's your school uniform.
No, whispering you to. It's the height of bad manners.
Don't try and be funny. This is serious. Look, I've been thinking about what you said yesterday, about me making the situation with Mr. Bernard worse by coming into your class.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, well, I haven't finished yet. I'm not letting that sadist get away with singling you out.
What are you going to do next? Come smashing through the classroom window on a rope to shoot him?
No. I have got a plan.
I thought you were escorting my daughter to the school gate. Or did I misunderstand?
We're going. Stay cool, Mrs. McHugh.
Can I borrow some bread for toast?
As long as you replace it. And only one.
I go to college on one slice of toast.
About last night. I hope you don't regret telling me what you told me.
Shh. Not so loud.
Sorry. You don't regret it, do you?
Which part? The first bombshell or the second?
Either. I mean, I'm really pleased you felt you could trust me.
Can I?
Yes. Well, don't leave the bread gaping open. It'll go dry.
I'm glad it's out in the open. Well, semi-out in the open. I mean, I don't want anyone to know, but I'm not ashamed of being gay.
You should be ashamed about having a thing for Declan. I mean, what's the point?
Well, you don't know. He might not know himself. But I don't want Declan to know. Yet.
Yet? Clive, you should think really hard about this.
There you go again. You can handle me being gay, but you can't handle me fancying Declan. Why is that, I wonder?
I'm only thinking about you. I don't want to see you get hurt.
I think you feel threatened.
You're not treading on my toes. Toast's burning. It might all end in tears, that's all. Yours and his. I mean, how's he going to react to a declaration of love from you?
Can I borrow another slice?
No. Thought you liked it. Well done.
Who are you trying to protect, me or Declan?
Morning. You're Declan what?
Nothing.
I was just telling him he's not having another slice of my bread. And nor are you.
I suppose this is what being married feels like. Hey, something to look forward to, isn't it?
Well, are you going to ask him or not?
Ask who? What?
You know very well.
It's my business.
Well, your business is my business.
Don't I know it? All right, maybe.
Story of your life, isn't it, maybe? They're going to carve it on your headstone. Here lies Pamela Hargreaves. Maybe.
I'm not going to be rushed into something as important as a marriage proposal.
Where's your sense of romance? Haven't you heard of the spontaneity of love?
Haven't you heard of fools rush in?
Oh, you're young. Well, youngish. You're in love. Why must you plan everything in advance? Be impulsive.
Like you and Dad, you mean?
Well, that's below the belt.
I'm sorry, but you told me yourself you got married because of parental pressure. I'm not going to make the same mistake.
It was no mistake. We were head over heels in love. Your imminent arrival just sped things up a little, that's all.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. I want to make my own mind up. I've got a lot to consider.
A lot to consider about what?
Nicky! Which restaurant to take you to, of course.
Restaurant? Who's going to a restaurant?
You are. Pamela was just telling me she's going to take you for a very special lunch today.
Today?
Yeah, you deserve it.
What's special about today?
You'll see.
Well, I'm surprised Serge lets you do the shopping.
Oh, I'm not that far gone.
Well, men always like to make a fuss around a pregnant woman, don't they?
I suppose they do. I sometimes forget that I am a pregnant woman.
You know, you can always trust a man to make a drama out of no crisis.
Baby talk, is it? Baby talk? Who's holding the baby then? Who's holding the baby?
You shouldn't sneak up on unsuspecting women like this, Roy.
Now, go and bother someone else, Roy.
I'm not bothered, not bothered. You're not bothered. She's not holding the baby, you know.
You're off your head, Roy.
Have you not told her, Maria? Have you not told her that you're not holding the baby?
What are you on about, Roy?
There's no baby inside, is there? There's no baby. She's having a cushion. She's having a cushion, you know. Maybe you'll have 2 cushions like Claire.
I've had enough of this, Roy. I've tried to be a friend to you to help you through whatever it is you're going through, but that's it.
Yeah, she's been so good to you, Roy, and how did you repay her? By talking a load of crap.
I'm not talking crap. There's no crap. I'm just thinking about the cushion, the bouncing baby cushion.
Don't touch her, Roy. Don't touch either of us, right? I don't want you within 500 yards of me, Maria, or anybody we know, right?
500 yards, that's a long way, 500 yards.
Are you listening, Roy? I mean it. You come anywhere near us, you'll have Pete to deal with.
I've got a really bad feeling about all this.
Well, don't.
Let's get off here.
Look, you've got to go to the top.
Well, you can say that, but the headmaster's just another teacher. They're all in this together. He won't do anything.
He has to. He's got a responsibility.
Right, Yasmin and...
Mr. Matthews.
Mr. Matthews. What's all this about?
It's about Mr. Bernhardt, Yasmin's maths teacher.
We've been through that.
Let me speak, Mr. Baxter. Now, I know you've heard Yasmin's side of the story, and no doubt you've heard Mr. Bernhardt's too. Now hear mine. I've seen how he treats her in class firsthand, and I would say that his victimisation of Yasmin, goes way beyond the acceptable teacher-pupil relationship. She's got a problem with her maths, right? I know that. But she needs encouragement and help, not wisecracks.
Wisecracks?
Yasmin's got a problem with fractions. This Bernhardt's got a problem. Full stop. Look. Here. 2 out of 10. Not bad for a girl of your impoverished intellect.
Let me see that.
He's getting off on it in some perverted way. I mean, is that constructive criticism?
No, it's not. Remind me who you are again.
Josh Matthews.
He's a family friend.
I'm a concerned adult and a family friend.
I don't think we established how you know so much about what goes on in class, Mr. Matthews.
I came in as a pupil, but what I saw was terrible.
You are a pupil in this school? Registered?
No, I just went to Mr. Bernhardt's club for Yasmin, but that's not the point.
Polly, will you ask Harry to come up?
Something's wrong.
The fish, send it back.
With you?
No, there isn't. I'm fine, honestly.
Something's going on. This special meal for a start.
Aren't you enjoying it?
I'm enjoying the food. I can't say the same about the company. Pamela, you've already said the word since we ordered. You won't look me in the eye.
I must compliment Serge on his chicken if he comes out.
Pamela.
I'm sorry. I'm a bit distracted. Tricky case on at the moment.
That's not it. Why are we here? What's so special about this meal, apart from what we're eating?
Okay. There's something I want to ask you.
Yeah?
It's important.
What all is?
Nick, can you ever forgive me for the way I've treated you since your accident? There. I've said it.
I'm telling you, Pete, he's really on the edge. It's more than just grief.
Yeah, well, I'll give him plenty of grief if I get my hands on him.
Well, there's no need to jump off the deep end. Roy's obviously had a hard time since the boat.
Well, it's not been easy for any of us, has it? And up to now, I've been giving Roy the benefit of the doubt, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe he is touched.
Well, I think the best course of action is to leave him be. Perhaps he'll come out of it by himself.
Yeah, and perhaps he needs a slap to help him to recovery.
Well, he's not going to bother my wife. Mental imbalance or not.
Anyway, on to more pleasant matters. You are coming to the wedding, aren't you?
Well, I must admit, I was a bit surprised to get your invite. I'd have thought the last person you want around on your big day was your ex-husband.
Well, it's Serge's request. You're old mates. Go back a long way. And if the father of my child wants you there, you'll be there. As long as Serge is happy, I'm happy.
I suppose you could trace it back to my dad. is fear of illness.
It's not a fear. It's more like a repulsion.
Well, whatever you want to call it. Dad was dying for the best part of 12 months, and once he was diagnosed, it was like the whole house went into slow motion.
It must have been terrible. My dad went just like that. No waiting, no pain.
He was up there in the bedroom permanently for the final 2 months. He refused to go to hospital, so I'd have to nursemaid him, fetch him things. Couldn't bear it. I'd have done anything to have got out of my responsibilities. And the guilt for feeling like that made it worse.
And that's how you felt about music?
No, but, you know, it brought it all back. I really admire nurses. I don't know how they do it.
So keen on female physiotherapists, though, eh? You pushed me away when I needed you the most. Good job Sadie's been so brilliant. You don't see after your mum, though, do you?
He looks all sweetness and light now, but you see him in class, he picks on her like it's some kind of vendetta.
I hardly think you're in a position to criticize Mr. Bernhardt's behavior. Do you mean to tell me that this young man posed as a new pupil and infiltrated my classroom? This is an underhand act of espionage, quite against school regulations.
I just wanted to see if what Yaz said was true, and it was.
You collaborated on this stunt.
Honest, I didn't know he was going to do it. But he does bully me, and Josh is a witness.
I may criticize your work, Miss McHugh, but bullying you, do grow up. I've had no complaints from her classmates.
Because they'll think it's a good laugh. He plays up to his audience.
That's enough, Mr. Matthews. We're hearing from Mr. Bernhardt. These are serious allegations you've made against him. Harry.
Thank you, Mr. Baxter. The truth of the matter is, Yasmin is the kind of pupil who needs a firm hand.
A firm hand is. I'll show you what a firm hand feels like.
I rest my case. She's a problem child. Listen to her. How else am I to keep her in line and stop her from distracting the other pupils?
Stop it.
Keine Sorge, wir finden sie. Meine besten Leute arbeiten an dem Fall.
Lassen Sie mich mit meiner Frau sprechen. Bitte nur 1 Minute.
Liebling, hast du eine Ahnung, wo meine Golfschläger sind? Du bist die Größte.
He who drinks Australian thinks Australian.
For a rich, replenishing moisturizer that melts into your skin, take Vaseline Intensive Care of Yourself.
Button up your overcoat when the wind is free. Take good care of yourself, you belong to me. Oh, eat an apple every day, get to bed by 3. Take good care of yourself, you belong to me.
It's Jane. We'll be round at 6.
Cleaning and killing germs doesn't always mean bleach. Who wants bleach on worktops or their clothes? Enter Mr. Muscle Kitchen. Its lemon formula cuts through even the toughest greasy stains, while its antibacterial action kills germs. Your surfaces will be so clean, you could almost eat off them. Mr. Muscle Kitchen cleans and kills germs without bleach.
Oi! Come back and finish me off, you wimp! What's the matter? Too spicy for ya!
Pepperami. It's a bit of an animal.
He's not my dad. He's my granddad.
If you don't want to feel old before your time, exercise and a healthy diet can help. Kellogg's Healthwise Bran Flakes have body-balanced nutrition, and no cereal gives a better balance of things your body needs.
That's my dad. He says he's in with a chance this year. What, doing it to my dad?
Kellogg's Healthwise Bran Flakes. A step in the right direction.
No balloni, al caponi, ice cream coni. Gondolia, chandelier, cauliflower.
You don't have to speak Italian to enjoy Mediterranean classics.
Lambaretta, carbaretta, fine
Mediterranean classics from Heinz.
It's a match made in heaven.
He loves kissing, so do I.
More sex, lives and videotape in Family Confidential tonight, 8:30 on 5.
What are you two doing home at this hour?
It's a long story.
So I'm listening. Give me the short version.
She's been...
I'll tell her. I've been suspended from school.
Suspended? You mean sent home?
Sent home until further notice.
Thrown out of school? A daughter of mine thrown out of school? A shame on it!
Look, it wasn't really Yasmin's fault, it was mine.
You were supposed to be delivering my girl to and from school, not getting her expelled.
I'm not expelled, I'm suspended.
Oh, I see. That makes it all right, does it?
Look, it's the school that's in the wrong.
Are you still here?
Don't hurt him.
Hurt him, I'll pulverize him for bringing shame on his family. Get out of here!
It's like another world.
Do you want some of this? I like it better cold than hot.
No, I'm fine.
This is crap, but I love it.
Actually, I'd love some, but I'm trying not to put on any weight. See, I've just picked up my suit for my brother's wedding. We had to do a couple of alterations at the shop, you know.
Clive in a suit, wonders we'll never cease. You'll be telling me you're wearing a shirt as well.
What do you mean?
I'm only messing about. I'm hardly Mr. Savile Row myself, am I? What's it look like?
It's a really fine charcoal grey.
Don't describe it, go and get it.
It's only a suit.
Just a suit? Go and fetch it. I promise I won't wipe my greasy fingers all over it. Hey, that's a smart bit of cloth you got there, Clive.
It's the most money I've ever spent in a clothes shop, I can tell you.
Nice cut. Put it on then.
Well, you can see what it looks like.
I can see what it looks like on a hanger.
Why are you being so nice to me? I thought you thought I was a hypocrite.
Don't worry about what I said last night. I didn't mean you were a hypocrite. I was having a pop at Gabby and you just got caught up in the crossfire.
Really?
Really. You're not a hypocrite. Now get your kit off and show me that suit. I'll help you pick a tie later if you want.
Really?
I can't believe what I'm seeing. I thought I warned you to stay away.
Why? What are you going to do? Give me another warning?
I'm not laughing, right?
No, but you make me laugh.
Do I? Well, that's nice, isn't it? Because I've got a good one for you. There's this bloke who's off his head, and he starts bothering this other bloke and his wife. So the other bloke puts him in hospital where he belongs. Boom, boom.
I'm not going to hospital. See, I know this part of town. I own it. This is my space and you're living in it.
Get out of here this second. You may think you're Rambo, but I know he's just plain Roy Farmer.
Never heard of him.
Well, I wish I hadn't. I should have let him drown in a canal with his wife. I said, get it!
Told him.
Did it? I'm not so sure. The lights are on, but there's nobody in there, is there?
Well, at least it's gone, Pete. I know why you and Serge want him out. You flattered like a bomb waiting to go off, isn't he?
Well, I wish he'd go off far away from here.
He's deluded. All that talk about your baby being a cushion.
I know. Well, he's mad as a hatter. I think he might be hallucinating. Is that a symptom of mental illness, or is he just seeking attention?
Yeah, well, I'm no expert, but I think we should keep an eye on him. I mean, any more of that rubbish, and I'm calling the men in white coats.
Well, I think I'll get back to work.
Oh, haven't you got time for coffee? Sit down. Tell me all about your special lunch.
I had the fish. She had the chicken.
And?
And that's it. It was very nice. Do you want a transcript?
I see. Oh, I'm so pleased for you. Wonderful news, the most wonderful news.
Mother?
And you. You are making an honest woman of my Pammy at last.
Am I?
I'm over the moon for the both of you. My daughter. The future Mrs. Nick Tripp.
Top gear. You look $1 million, I swear.
I should do. It costs nearly that much.
Shop's taking it in really well.
They were letting it out, actually, but yeah, it's a good job. Can't see the join.
Now then, which tie?
It's really good of you to let me borrow one of yours.
It's all right. No offence, mate, we weren't exactly going to be belle of the ball in either of yours. Funeral black or paisley. That's the very chap. Stick it on.
Well, I haven't got a shirt on.
Doesn't matter. We want to see what it looks like with a suit on, don't we? Come on. When was the last time you tied one? School?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think this is such a good idea.
Why?
Well, for a start, these are hardly ideal circumstances, are they? We go out to lunch, you chicken out of proposing, we come home with me none the wiser, and then your mum congratulates us on our engagement. It's off its head.
It wasn't supposed to happen like this. I wanted to wait for the perfect moment, and that moment never quite arose over lunch.
Look, Pam, even if the perfect moment had arisen, the answer would have been the same. I can't marry her.
What do you mean?
What I say?
But we've talked about it. We've talked about marriage, babies, the whole lot.
We've talked about a lot of things, but the situation's changed, hasn't it?
Has it?
You know it has. All that stuff you told me about phobia with illness, it's all part of it.
But you said getting married again was all you ever wanted.
It was. It is. That's before I fell off my ladder. I've seen a different side of you while I've been recovering, and it's opened my eyes. If we got married and if ever I got really ill, like your dad did, you'd be able to be like a shot. You've made that clear. And my view of marriage is pretty old-fashioned. For richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health.
Oh, I've had enough of this. You're pathetic. You really are.
You've got to see it from my point of view, Pam. I've had quite a scare here. And you get a lot of thinking done when you're trapped inside a body that won't go.
So, is this a permanent no?
I don't know. All I'm saying is, the way I feel right now, I don't think we're cut out for walking down the aisle.
You mean right now, or maybe in the future?
I've got to get back on my feet again. I've got to get back to work and re-establish myself as a whole person, not dependent on anyone. Maybe then we can reassess things. Do you think it'd be all right with your mum if I stay on here until I'm out of my crutches?
What do you mean till you've got your crutches off? You're not planning on moving out, are you?
I think it's for the best, don't you?
Where do you think you're going?
Out.
Out?
I'm spinning from school, not from life.
Oh, and that's where you're wrong.
Well, I told you I should go meet him.
I think you'd be better off staying in and polishing that brass neck of yours. You are not seeing that boy.
Oh, Mum!
I've said it before and I'll say it again and I'll say it slowly so that even you can understand me. You are not seeing that boy. Did you hear me that time? And don't you even think about defying me.
You know, nice as that suit was, it feels good to be back in my civvies.
I bet.
You really thought it looked good in it though, yeah?
You look top of the range. I mean, some people carry suits off, some don't. You do. Confirmed suit wearer.
Thanks, Dick.
I don't know much about English lit, but I'm good on clothes.
You know everything about English lit.
Not quite everything. That suit would come in handy at job interviews as well.
Job interviews? Not the sort of jobs I want.
Oh, yeah. Kids' TV presenters don't wear suits, do they?
Not these days. Anyway, thanks for the advice. And the tie. It's a really nice one.
Just don't spill any soup down it.
I'll lend you something one day.
I'm sure you will. That's what makes the four, isn't it?
We're good mates, aren't we?
We'd have to be living with Gabby.
Really good mates.
The best.
Do you remember when we were watching football, you said you loved me?
Did I? Yeah, I suppose I did. I'm sure I told you I loved you the last time we were plastered as well.
I love you.
Like a brother?
no more than that.
Well, there. Hang on a minute. I'm sorry, mate. It's not like that. I mean, I'm not like that. Just friends, okay? And that's as far as it goes.
Dinner's nearly ready, you two. Daddy's forgotten his key again. Hey, is that you? Hello?
Well, I've heard of getting the bird, but this is ridiculous. More Charnham Affairs at the same time tomorrow, and don't forget the Omnibus edition on Sunday from 2:25 this week, rather earlier than usual, so don't get caught out, especially as, like most of our shows on Sunday, it will be liberally sprinkled with Valentine's messages. Maybe yours.